Before we begin, let me tell you this. This isn't a story, and it isn't a dream. What you're about to hear isn't fiction dressed as mystery. It's something real, something we all walk through without noticing. But here's why you need to stay. Because what lies ahead is not entertainment. It's a mirror, a quiet one. And if you let it, it will show you something most people spend their whole lives running from: themselves. You won't understand it in the first minute. You're not supposed to. Because awakening doesn't happen at the beginning of things. It happens after you've wandered through confusion, reflection, and silence. That's why you must stay until the end. Not because I said so, but because you deserve to know what this room is, and what it means about the world you live in, the world inside you. So stay. Let it unfold. And by the time the door closes, maybe you'll see that it was never just a room at all. Act 1. The Discovery. The first room at the end of my house that I never noticed before. It appeared one morning, quietly, without permission. The door looked older than the rest. Wood warped, handle cold, like it had waited years to be touched. At first I thought I was imagining it, but the air around it felt different, heavy, like it was holding its breath. I opened the door, and what I saw inside wasn't frightening. It was ordinary. Just a room, a chair, a window, a beam of light falling on the floor. But something in me whispered, "Remember this." So I did. Act 2. The Shifting. The next day I returned. The chair had moved. The window faced another wall. And the light, it came from somewhere else entirely. I froze. Maybe I had forgotten. Maybe I was tired. But when I stepped inside, I felt something. Watching. The air seemed to ripple with emotion. Not fear exactly, but memory. I could almost feel my thoughts shaping the space around me. When I smiled, the room softened. When I doubted, shadows stretched longer. Every visit became an experiment. Sometimes I entered with joy. Sometimes with sadness. Sometimes just to test whether it would change at all. And it always did. Act 3. The Descent. Weeks passed. The room began to feel alive, not in a monstrous way, but like a mirror that breathes. I started leaving objects inside. A book, a photo, a letter I never sent. Each time I returned, those objects were rearranged. Not stolen, just placed somewhere else, as if the room had read me and wanted to answer back. Then one night I entered with anger. A small one, an argument, a disappointment. But when the door closed behind me, I couldn't see anything, only darkness. And in the dark, my heartbeat felt louder than my thoughts. It hit me then. The room wasn't changing randomly. It was responding. It showed me not what I wanted to see, but what I was. Act 4. The Realization. Some things I stopped visiting for a while. Fear maybe, or guilt. But the silence of avoidance has its own way of calling you back. When I finally returned, the room was different again. It was warm. The chair was facing the window, and the light poured in like forgiveness. I sat down. For the first time, I didn't try to understand it. I just breathed. And in that stillness, the walls seemed to hum, softly, almost kindly. The same way the world feels when you stop running from yourself. I realized then, the room was never showing me its secrets. It was showing me mine. Every shadow was a fear I hadn't named. Every light was a truth I had forgotten. Every change was a reflection of my becoming. Act 5. The Transformation. Now I still visit that room, It's never the same, but neither am I. Some days it feels endless, like time pauses just to watch. Other days it's empty, quiet, forgiving. I stopped asking what it means, because maybe life is the same kind of room, changing with the version of you who walks into it. When you enter with resentment, life feels unfair. When you enter with peace, the same world looks gentle. When you carry fear, every door looks locked. When you carry love, even walls start to open. We keep thinking the world must change for us to feel different. But maybe the world is just a reflection, and the key has always been within the one who enters. And that's what the room was trying to tell me all along. That reality bends itself around our state of being. That people, moments, even luck, they respond to the energy we bring. You change your tone, your intention, your inner weather, and suddenly, life starts to echo it back. It's not magic, it's resonance. The world mirrors the frequency of your presence. So if everything around you feels heavy, cruel or distant, it's not the room that's broken. It's just waiting for you to return as someone lighter. Because that's the truth no one ever tells you. Life is not happening to you, it's happening through you. Your thoughts, your emotions, your inner state, they shape everything you touch. Every relationship you hold, every dream you chase, every silence you sit in, they all respond to the vibration of who you are when you walk in. The lesson is simple but powerful. If you want the world to soften, first soften yourself. If you want understanding, be the one who listens deeper. If you want love, walk in with open hands, not clenched ones. Because the room, your life, can only reflect what you offer it. That's what I learned. That's what this room is. A living reminder that transformation begins where resistance ends. And that peace doesn't arrive when everything outside you calms down. It begins the moment you do. You are not trapped in your circumstances. You are shaping them, every second, by the way you see. That's the value hidden in this mystery. That change doesn't come from chasing, controlling, or escaping. It comes from returning to yourself, seeing clearly, and walking through the same door as someone new. Nothing around you changes until something within you does. Nothing around you changes until something within you does. If this room spoke to something inside you, then let it ripple beyond you. Share it so another wanderer might find their reflection too. Your voice, your comment, your presence is what keeps this space alive. And if you wish to keep walking through doors like this one, subscribe, not just to the channel, but to the part of yourself that still seeks to see deeper. Because every time you return, this world and this voice will unfold a little more. Together, we'll keep discovering the rooms within us all.